Welcome. You know what night it is? It's Thursday night. Out of sight. Robin. Dynamite. Yeah. Yeah. We partying. Welcome to the Beauty and the Comedian, where our favorite host, Robin D. Jones.
Hey.
And Sean Savas.
Oh my.
On the fly away. What's up,
Going
Robin?
on. Hey, Sean.
How are you?
I am doing all right.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I kind of had an easy week. I've been more worried about Boo Boo down in Texas than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. I
So
forgot about that. He's out of Fort Worth.
I ain't saying what the bet location is. I ain't telling you.
I can't. You suck me in. You suck me in. Every time you say something, I go a little bit too far. Then you go, I'm not telling you about so and so.
I am not telling you. But look, so like the article is crazy because like the newest like articles in the newspaper was like one of the mayors in the town was like telling all the residents that they need to fend for themselves. Like they ain't got no electricity and no water, but y'all better figure out a way to fend for yourselves, and like only the strong gonna survive this one. Good luck.
Does Boo Boo got electricity and water?
It's the electricity's been going on and off, but he got a generator. We got him a generator, so he's good.
That reminds me. One time I paid half of my electric bill. They gave me half my light. They gave they gave me a basement light and a bathroom light. Like what in the world's going on? Do what you pay for. I tell you that right now.
Exactly. That is fun.
My week has been good. My week has been good. Had a show tonight. Got canceled. You know, supposed to been performing on stage somewhere, and
where were you going to perform on stage?
Actually, no, it's at your old alma mater, Coppin State.
Oh, okay, that's a That's my hometown. At least in my hometown, I know.
Yeah.
All right, Coppin State Eagles. Shout out to the HBCU.
HBCU.
It is Black History Month. We're gonna give it, and look, my girl Kiva, she from fam though, so we got as many black schools we can shout out. There are 107 HBCUs.
And speaking of Black History Month, Rush Limbaugh died in the middle of Black History Month. So that's you know who Rush Limbaugh is?
Who is he? So everybody know.
He's the racist son of a that was on radio. That joker was worth 500,000. 500 was $1 million.
Really?
Yeah, it was worth $500 million.
Wow.
Yeah, so racist son of a. Okay, what are our topics for tonight?
Well, Sean, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
So first conversation we're gonna have, this was picked by Sean, but he wants to know why do sisters have a problem seeing black men with white women?
Yeah. Okay. And I got to say about that. Okay. And the other thing is topic number 2 is if a man sleeps with a woman, if a man sleeps with a woman, does he really still love his wife or significant other?
So we saying that a man has an affair with another woman outside the house, and he's supposed to come home and say he loved me? We're gonna talk about it. Yeah. We're gonna talk about it. I was just asking the question.
Yeah. Well, since you put it like that, yeah, go ahead.
And then we're gonna top it off with our favorite sitcoms. Top 5 each. 5, 6.
Five. What's our favorite 5 top 5 sitcoms.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is.
Okay. So when a sister sees a white girl with a brother, why does she act like that? Why do you think, Robin? Even though
Act
that you
like
ain't,
what?
huh?
Act like what?
Well, first of all, have I been involved? I've been involved with a white woman, but it was undercover. It was
You have
yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah,
Shoot at the
yeah. Yeah, but it was undercover,
swirl. Well, okay. So why was it undercover?
huh? Because it was just something. I remember one time. Well, first of all, I just never felt comfortable. I mean, when you go to a HBCU and you study African American studies or whatever, you like, it's not. It was almost like a Muslim type of class. It was like there's no way that you could be with anybody white. So on my job, I think I shared this story before here. On my job, I used to work at the dollar store. So on my job, I had a white girl that she used to like me, but first of all, I wasn't attracted to her because she was a white girl acting black. So I wanted a thoroughbred. I wanted a white woman. Yeah, I wanted Becky. Yeah, So she used to keep asking me what I take her out. So I was like, nah, go ahead with that, right? So she was like, "You scared of me?" So I said, "All right, well, we're gonna go out." I took her out to Rockville. I lived in Oxon Hill at the time. I took her way out to Rockville, and we went to the movie theater. And so I gave her the money, and I said, "Go ahead, pay for the tickets. I'm gonna park the car." Right? Do you know after she paid for the ticket, she waited for me to come up the steps? Like, what you do? You better get inside. What are you doing? And so we went inside, and so so I was trying to rush her in to the movie theater, right? And so she was like, no. She was like, don't you want some popcorn? Don't you want some bonbons, some popcorn, some refreshments? I was like, dang, right? I was like, come on, man. So we sat in line, and so it was these two sisters. It was behind us. I don't know what they were talking about. They could have been talking about anything, but they just bust out laughing. Man, I turned around and gritted on them so daggone hard. But to make it short and plain, I was uncomfortable. I was really, really uncomfortable. And so, but on the vice versa end, I think that women, sisters be like, oh, they taking our men, they taking our man, they taking our man. But my conclusion is that um, whoever you're happy with, that's who you supposed to be with. So it's not, it's not that deep. It's just like whoever you're happy with. I'm not really racist, but if you're happy with the white boy or the white girl or whatever, who am I to say?
So I don't mind. I mean, I have, you know, biracial family members. I mean, like my brother is married to a white woman.
Hmm.
So and I've seen the struggles that they go through. Like I feel it's hard. You think it's hard being black, it's hard being black with a white wife or
You got to move to Columbia.
or with huh?
You got to move to Columbia.
And it's sad that you feel like you need to move to places where you're accepted versus being able to just exist. What's interesting was um when I was younger, I like black guys wouldn't date me because they were like, you sound white. Like it was
You sound white.
because I spoke properly. I wasn't speaking slang. I wasn't, talking to people. I'm in certain ways. I was just speaking, and because
I
I
learn
spoke
something about Robert every
well,
day. Every day I learn something about you. Go ahead.
yeah, like a lot of guys. I mean, back in Baltimore, a lot of guys wouldn't date me. They said that I sounded white, which is interesting. I didn't see a lot of black people with white women, black men with white women in Baltimore, you know.
That
But
wasn't such thing back then. That all started in '93. But go ahead.
yeah, but what's interesting is my family did move to Columbia, of all places that you talk about, and that's where you just saw everyone together. I never had anything against white people. I still, I still don't to this day, but it's interesting. But you do want to see why a black man couldn't find a black woman. Not that anything is wrong with it, but why couldn't he? Why can't you find the qualities of it? And I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of people, in the movies and stuff, I'm saying the movies and stuff, they like what quote unquote white women do sexually to them. Because they say
Real?
they go for none. Yes, you missed it.
Man.
You should have went longer than the movie theater.
Wow.
So I mean, but I, I think it's just definitely about finding the right person. And sometimes, people do have black women have checklists sometimes, and they want men to be a certain way, and they look over certain things and won't settle for this, which is there's nothing wrong with that at all. But sometimes it just leaves a lot of men out when they have those types of checklists.
Man, I don't know if you out when you're out with a white girl. I don't know that you can hear more clear or black women talk louder or what. But I wasn't out with a white girl. I was out with a Chinese girl. But this is business. This is totally business. And we went to Applebee's in Forestville, right by Forestville Mall. And so soon as we got up in there, right? They I didn't see the girls, but I heard them, right? They was like, oh no, I know he ain't coming here with that ching chong B, right?
Oh,
And so I was like, we're gonna sit right here, we're gonna sit right by it.
that's terrible. See,
and one sister said that's how they do, girl. When they make it, that's how they do. They go get some go and get the ching chong B. And I was like, that's terrible.
God.
That is really, really terrible. But it's amazing, man.
Get your happy ending and be happy. I ain't mad at you. Get your happy ending.
That's all I was wearing for is massage purposes. That's all I was wearing for was massage purposes. Yeah,
Look,
but no,
that story another day.
it was on business terms. It was on business terms, but like like brothers, I think majority of the brothers we're fine when we see a sister with a white boy, and I think I'm just like okay for y'all got I make my little jokes, but at the same time I don't be hating, I don't be gritting on they let me come in with a white girl. They be like, oh, if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
Shut up. I never heard that. You a fool.
Yeah, if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home. So unless she's Jewish, they got that. Never mind. Anyway.
Oh my God. You are straight up. You are silly tonight.
Yeah, but it's amazing though. It's amazing how that black women, and like I said, I don't know if they talk loud or what, but that somewhat that's reverse racism. But you know what? If you notice, like our parents, like Mr. Jones, my mama, and they're the most racist people in the world. Is your dad racist?
No.
My mom is racist. My mom is racist. My mom, because they been through it. They wasn't Jim. They was on the end of Jim Crow law, right. But then they didn't really have to go through a lot of Jim Crow law. But when it was like maybe in they like youngers and they single teens, they seen Jim Crow law. But like I said, I used to date the Spanish girl, and my mother be like, yeah, Fajita call. I'm like, what?
Who?
Yeah.
Fajita?
Yeah. I'm like, what? And so my mother be like, my mother be like, yeah, we have to look, somebody dirty up the bathroom, probably those Spanish people. I'm like, Ma, that is racist. It's so racist, but she learned it from me. She coming down off of it.
Yeah, my daddy is not like that. Sorry.
Anyway, next topic.
So, Sean, so I was getting a little sensitive about this because when I read it, I was like, wait a minute. So tell me, because I want to know
If
if
a man sleeps with a woman, does he
right.
still love his significant other or his wife? I would have
Can
to say yes.
how?
Huh?
How?
Okay. Okay, and this is difficult for me to say. This is really difficult for me to say. Now, women out there, I don't want y'all to be looking at Sean Soft is crazy or
Mhm.
whatever. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if a man spends a lot of time with a woman, it could be platonic. It really couldn't be platonic. If they spend a lot of time with a woman, they're gonna be attracted to each other. So you gotta figure out who your man works with. What's the relationship like? If he's always Kim is amazing, and it doesn't mean anything right up to that point. But Kim is amazing. Kim is always on time. Kim does her job like nobody else can. Kim, right? And so things can happen. Things can actually happen. Okay. Did you ever see the movie Jungle Fever?
I did.
Okay, remember Wesley Snipes? He didn't like his coworker, which was white. He didn't really like her, right? And he
Hmm.
wanted, a brother in her place, whatever, right? So they got to work and they showed them working and working together and working late or whatever. And then the more he found out about her, the more he knew about her, the more he started to like her. But he was kind of fighting it within himself that he didn't like her, right? And then the opportunity came around, and then bam, it happens. So doesn't mean, and he was married. So I really genuinely believe that he loved his wife, but then something else happened, you know. And like to men, now, and let me be clear, Sean Salvas don't look. I don't mean this or whatever, but I do. Okay, sex is emotional for women. Sex is more emotional for women, but for a man, sometimes in that moment, it could be just putting it in and taking it out, and it's we're less attached to the sexual nature. We just want the physicality of the relationship.
So, Sean,
See,
you're
why you gonna
telling
start
me
directing this to me? Why you gonna start directing this to me?
I'm just saying. So let's say we was married, right?
Mm-hmm.
You and I was married, and I went out and had sex with someone, and I came back and said, "Boy, I love you." That didn't mean nothing to me.
I
It
mean,
was
I'm not,
just
I'm
sex.
not gonna say that the other person is not gonna be hurt about it. I mean, it's no excuse. It's no excuse,
But you would believe that I love you.
huh?
You would believe that I love you.
I would have to
So look,
millie over and think about it. But see why you directed towards
no,
me.
no. So what's funny about this is Kiva's online and she's saying the same thing that men are the new women. men
Men,
are
men are
so
the new women.
men are so I mean, women are going out there just living their best lives, and men can't handle it. And so we can go. I think that there was a time in my life where I've had sex with a few people and it didn't mean anything. Like I don't remember it now. She
See,
said women can hit it and quit it. Like I
right.
don't like if somebody I've had a guy come to me and say, "Oh, remember when we?" And I was like, "We did," like I don't even know, you know.
Right.
And and so if I did that and went to my boyfriend and was like, "I love you," that can't be no,
You don't believe that.
no.
It's a physical act. Now, I'm like I said, look, these words I'm saying don't hold me to it, but it's just something that happens. It's something that happens. Like okay, like a woman be like, "Oh no, get that out of here." No, please. I love John. Me and John are committed to each other. I love him. I love him. Right? What a dude would be like, man, ain't nobody looking, you know.
Look, dudes be like, "Are you married or are you married? Married?" Like I'm like sitting up here, like, okay, so what's the difference? I mean, they're okay with whatever, and they.
Yeah, I believe I believe it can happen. I believe now if a man just runs, if a woman calls him and say, "Oh, I'm so lonely," and he drops the phone and run over to a house, now that's something totally different. Then no, he doesn't love you. He didn't cherish the relationship or anything. But it's something that builds. It's something that builds into now the first time, like I said, they be working late. They be working together, working late. The more and more you know about a person, the more like, I like, okay, I like what I hear, whatever, right? And so then, the situation will come across, and then bam, he hit it. But if a brother, for the first time gets approached, he's not. If he really loves his woman at home, he's not going to go for it. He's not going to go for the banana in the tailpipe.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So that's what. So it can't be he loves her if he's doing that. Now he might feel like, oh, I've taken all this time with her and we've established something like that. He may feel, but I don't know if you cheat on me if you really love me.
I think so. I think it's very, very possible. I mean, that's like the same time. Can a man love two women at the same time?
No.
A man can't love two women at the same time.
No.
Are you
I don't
kidding?
even look. I don't even think that if you have multiple kids like you do, not to be me, but do you love all your kids the same? No.
I love all my
You
kids.
love them. You love them.
That's a different story. That's a different story. And do I love the baby mothers the same? Do I love the baby mothers the same? No.
Why they baby mothers?
Huh?
But they baby mothers. That's different.
Okay, but I love my kids equally.
Okay.
I love them differently. I love
okay.
Okay, I love them differently, but I love them all the same.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So then you love your woman differently when you go out.
Well, that's a difference. Like that was it, the 80-20 rule, the 20-80 rule, the 80-20 rule, or whatever. You love your woman because she's 80%, right? But then you might love a woman, like men always sitting around and talk about, like, if I could put a head and I could put a body and I could put a brain from different women, take different parts of women and put them in one woman, then that'll be the perfect woman.
You think we want a Frankenstein too, but we settle for y'all.
I understand that. So you get it. So, but at the same time, if you got your 80 and you miss your 20, you're like, all right, she does all this, but no, I don't need that. I'm good with what I got, But like I said, this one we're talking about is spur of the moment type of thing.
I got it.
But like
what
I said,
you are doing is inciting a lot of insecurity in people right now, because you would want to do everything that you can possibly do for your significant other not to go out. And the fact that they are going out, that's a problem.
It is a problem. It is a problem, but it all depends on, I think it all depends on the commitment to a person. Now a brother can say, I'm not going to work with her. I've had situations like that, like when I was looking for a manager. And it was it was men and women applying for the job, and a woman applied for the job. And I said, no. And she was like, what's wrong? I said, you qualified, but you're too pretty. I just had to put it out there. I was like, you're too pretty, and I don't need because see, the other thing I had to think about was my wife. So at the same time, it's like, like she'd be like, it don't stop them from thinking. Like,
so you wouldn't put yourself in a situation. That's smart. That's love.
Okay, so like your significant other, if he hires an assistant that is pretty, right, that you think is beautiful, right, you gonna have in your mind, you gonna be like, man, oh man, I gotta get down to Texas because Woo!
Yeah, I would be on Southwest every. But you
You
know
take
what? Like when I feel like that, because he's in like organizations, like he's in bike clubs, and there's like a lot of females around and stuff like that. And it took me a minute because I don't do groupies well, and I don't, and not all social clubs are
you
groupies.
don't do groupies well.
Look, I don't, but I've seen it. Like I've been in that scene and I've seen it, and and I'm sure it is tempting for people because it's like free sex, and they say
Free
they won't
sex.
tell, and yeah, they don't
Uh,
have to pay for it or anything, they don't
right.
even have to take it to IHOP. They don't have to do nothing,
Right.
I just have to, one, be prayed up, and two, make sure that I have the conversations with him. But my conversation has always been, if you feel like you need to go, then you going all the way, bye.
But he
You
not
know,
gonna tell you that.
if you feel you need to step out, then why not? I would be honest, but we
Because
talk,
you're
but
a
we
woman.
talk.
Because you're a
I,
woman. So by nature,
I,
you're gonna be
he
honest.
and he hates the because I'd be like, oh, this guy did this and da, 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 and I have no problem. He will never say anything about a woman, But I ask, I
Okay.
want him to be honest.
Yeah. But and then some of our us guys is sneaky. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she ain't gonna never know if I can get away with it. She ain't gonna never know. She ain't gonna never know about the situation about where we're down. Because I mean, be honest with you. How many men be like, sweetheart, I goofed up. I I slept with my neighbor. Yeah, it was good, but I slept with her. What's next? What we do now? Where we going from here? No, guys, and I'm just being honest with you, guys. We'll get in the grass. We'll wash our thing in the sink. And
In the grass, I get the sink. I don't get the grass, but go
we'll
ahead.
sit in the grass.
Oh
We'll wash our stuff
Lord.
in the sink. We, change our last name. We'll do all that craziness. And then when we get caught, we look back. We like, what? Why would I do that? That's so stupid. That is so dumb, right? But we get caught up. So I think I'm an honest guy. I think I'm a very, very honest guy.
So
But at
you
the
would
same
be
time,
honest about what you did if you did it.
huh?
You would be honest. You would come right in and say, "Babe, I slept with somebody."
Huh?
No, no, no.
But see, the thing about it, I'm old enough. See, the difference between me and a 23-year-old, I'm old enough. So I done did everything. I done did and went out with the prettiest faces and the biggest butts and the biggest. I've done all of that. So it ain't nothing really that you. And I'm being truthful. Ain't nothing that you can put on me that I ain't never already done before. So at the
You
same
sure
time,
about that?
huh?
You sure about that?
Then I know myself.
Wait
I know
till you meet your
myself.
sunshine. Wait till you meet sunshine.
Huh?
Wait till you meet sunshine.
I don't want me
Sunshine.
her.
Right. Right.
But at the same time, I've had it all before. I had it all before, and then some things were worth it, some things were. But if I have this significant other that I cherish, like Obama would give me a watch. If Obama came right now and gave me a watch, I would cherish that thing until my death. So if I would cherish her, then I'm like, that's not even worth it. That's not even an option. It's a non-negotiable. You know.
Very, very
But
good.
but
That's
when you
very
but when
wise.
you when you when you 30 years old, you like, man, I still got some living to do. I ain't never had nobody do that to me before. You know.
So do you think those people that get married at like 24 and 25?
Yeah, I do
Mm-hmm.
because in a man's mind, in a man's mind, and don't get me wrong, in a man's mind, we be thinking like it's another world of freakiness out there. We like, dang man, I missed the freaky train, right? So we got to jump on the freaky train to see
So
what.
let me ask you this. Would you ever ask for a pass to do that.
No,
So it's not
I think that's
cheating.
unethical.
Well, I don't know if it would be considered cheating, but if you ask and she says, "Yeah, go ahead," because I'm not
No,
doing that.
because karma come back on you. You know.
Okay.
But if I was 25 and I could sneak and get it, yeah, uh, yeah. But you know those things. You know when you get old enough and you get mature enough, that's why I learned that. And I'm not saying I was young when I got married, but at the same time, is that you gotta live your life. You gotta live your life. You have to live your life. You know I be seeing women be still going to the strip clubs, bar hopping, and this that. They be like, I'm ready to get married. No, it's something to do. It is something to do. It's something that you want to get married because it feels right. It's not necessarily right, but it feels right. And then as soon as you get married, you still have the desire to go and cheat. So you
Right.
gotta wait till all the kids and you get married at like 40, all the kids and this and the third, and you like, because like men still think it's a freaky train. I don't want to miss the freaky train.
So what about when you get your midlife crisis?
Huh? My midlife crisis. I don't think I'm gonna have a midlife crisis because I had my midlife crisis when I was 25 to 30.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
did not.
I'm gonna write a book called The Tales of the Freaky Train by Sean
Oh
Salvin.
Lord.
Yeah, the Freaky Train.
I guarantee there's something that you missed.
Huh? No, ain't nothing I missed. I had it all. I had the Freaky Train all. Yeah. Right. But even if I didn't have it all,
Hmm.
I'd be like, if I have a significant other here that's precious to my heart, then I'm like, it ain't even worth it. And first of all, she would never do that to me. Now, I don't know about
How
that
you know?
exactly, but at the same time, like I would want that to come back on me though she did.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
the worst conversation to begin is, man, you should have seen your wife. Wait a minute, I'm punching your face, telling me. I want to know, but I'm gonna punch you in your face
Oh my
for
God.
telling me, man, she was all up under the thing. You like, I'm gonna punch you in your face. But thanks for telling me, but I'm gonna punch you
Okay,
in
well,
your
at least she could have went with somebody that didn't know you.
face.
God. Now that
No,
is
Somebody saw her. Like, man, you should have
oh,
seen your wife out there, man, doing the thing with the thing with the thing.
oh
I'm
my
gonna punch you in
God.
your face. Anyway,
Mm.
anyway, I got Robert
Woo!
over here thinking down. Yeah, Robert.
I know, because but so things won't be the same. So that whole "I love you" thing just wouldn't fly by me. I mean it. But they say women are more forgiving. Men, y'all don't forgive. So if a woman did that, y'all just cut them off. Where women just hold on to y'all and give y'all second, third, fourth,
That's
18th
true. That's
chance.
what I said when I was married. I said my wife, if I ever caught my wife cheating, that it wasn't no going back. It wasn't no counseling. It wasn't no going back because
But but y'all expect women to when y'all
um,
do it. But y'all expect women to do it
I,
with you.
I didn't make the rules. I'm just saying.
Yeah, see,
Don't
that's what
confuse
I'm
me with facts.
saying.
I'm just saying.
It ain't a fact. It's
anyway,
on too.
we done gone past our time. What
Oh,
is your favorite 5 greatest sitcoms?
okay.
Let's start
So,
with
when I was growing up, so I liked so many. Like, I love the facts of life. Everybody used to call me Tootie. I used to have my roller skates. I loved What's Happening, with D and the peanut butter and stuff like that. But guess
you.
what? I love Mork and Mindy.
I like Mork and Mindy too.
I had the
That's like
game.
that.
Look, I had the game. I was just a fanatic.
Oh, I forgot about Mork and Mindy. Nanu.
Yes, Shy Spot. Like he had his own language. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's 2, 3. What else?
Um, Look, I'm gonna keep taking you back because I love old shows. So, what? Not gonna say older shows. Um, do you remember Welcome Back, Cotter and
Yes.
WKRP in Cincinnati? Like I used to love those shows. Now, more recently, like I love Girlfriends. I think that's a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Will and Grace, like the old one and the new one. Family Matters. I like a lot of them.
You like Family Matters?
I did.
Family Matters, I like. Kelly Jackson is a friend of mine, so yeah. But that sitcom lasted forever.
That was one of the few that I saw the whole thing. But when I worked at Disney, they filmed down there one time. I was there when they did their episode at Disney, which was really
Okay.
cool.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so talk about yours.
Okay. Number 5 is the Cosby Show.
Okay.
Groundbreaking show with a doctor and a lawyer being prominent. The kids was prominent. They got in a little trouble and everything, but it was a great show. Number 4 is What's Happening.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening was just like this. What's happening? It was nothing great. It was just like 3 teenage dudes having fun. The mama, the sister who told on everybody or whatever. It was nothing exciting. It was just like, they tried to grow with it when in 1979 when Raj was in college and Rerun worked at ABC. It didn't work, but
yeah.
I love it.
But they had a lot of good moments in that show. Like you remember the Doobie Brothers. You remember when they, you remember Ralph the Lettuce. Like you remember things.
Yeah, and like the father came into the picture and tried to be a good parent to Dee and Raj and everything. We never
I don't remember.
Dwayne's father we knew about,
right?
But we never saw them. Oh, we did see the mother one time when Dwayne was running for class president. We did see the mother. Okay, but it was just like even. It was just even. Okay. 3's Company. Hello. Yes. I love Jack Tripper.
Yes.
I love. Who you like better, Mr. Furley or the Ropers?
I think I like Mr. Furley.
Yeah, I like.
Who was that? Don Knotts, right? Like
yeah.
He was a fool. I liked him.
Mr. Furley, Mr. Furley took that thing to hear there. The Ropers is funny because Stanley Roper would never give Mrs. Roper none. So and then he would tell his little jokes, and then he would get that close up. That was fun. That was fun. Okay. Sanford and Son never gets old. Nope. Never gets old. That show actually came out 5 days after I was born, January 14th, 1972.
Really?
And, yes, but it lasted for 5 seasons. Believe it or not, 5 seasons.
That's it.
And the Power Syndication, they made some loot. Lamont is still alive. Lamont still getting money from that show.
He should.
And number 1, Martin.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I could watch Martin. Now, the only thing about Martin is, Martin came out with 92, 93, something like that. Mm-hmm. The 97 season, I couldn't watch because Gina wasn't on there.
See what? I never watched Martin all the way through. I'm gonna be honest. I watched like the first 1 or 2 seasons.
The 97 season was whack. They went on a cruise and they lost the clock or whatever. It was whack. But like 92 to 96, it was the bomb. It never missed a step. Even when Martin, sometimes when you have a monumental moment in a sitcom, it kind of gets boring. When Martin and Gina got married, then it just it went up. But when they got to fighting, and then Gina wasn't on the show anymore, they could save it. But
I will never forget the episode where her head went through the headboard.
Yes. When that little critter down in they went to Chilligan's Island, and remember that little critter.
No, you gotta tell me. I gotta watch the episode.
Okay, the little critter came up into the bungalow, and Martin and Pam was fighting it.
Oh, and it was like this gray thing. This ball
Oh man, that was. And Martin next year it will be 30 years.
Really?
Episode. Mm-hmm. But TV1 was no BT. They play it like it just came out yesterday.
BT, yeah. I got on BT Plus, so now I'm gonna catch up on a lot of episodes. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
got no more time. We're working at home. Look,
Yeah. Is it some new? Is it some new sitcoms that you like?
um, you know, honestly, I don't know. Like I tried to watch The Rock. That just came out this week.
Oh,
Like The
that
Rock.
came out yesterday.
Yeah, The Rock and Keenan. I tried to watch The Rock. It didn't. It. Um, it didn't sit well with me.
Okay.
I mean, it felt like it was along the line of the Central Intelligence. I mean, he was funny, but not really funny because Kevin Hart was really the funny part. So I don't
Mhm.
know. So I'm waiting to see. And then I haven't seen Keenan yet. I don't know.
I like Blackish. The Blackish been on for a little while, but
Blackish is good.
yeah.
I like that a lot. And I've seen a couple of the Grownish. They were funny too.
Okay.
But then they also have Mixish. They have they have a lot of issues going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Spinoffs. Yeah, I don't know. I watch so many old shows, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't have like the traditional cable. So whatever I see, it got to be on Netflix or Hulu or whatever.
What about Tyler Perry's The Pains?
Ooh, oh.
The
Um,
the new
this,
version.
but this is supposed to be the last season. I don't know. It was funny at first. I haven't watched it. I don't. I haven't.
Laugh tracks. Laugh tracks.
That's all. It's funny.
No, it's just like they be throwing in laugh tracks. I know COVID, they can't have a studio audience, but they've been having laugh tracks before the COVID situation.
Oh,
Laugh tracks, number laugh tracks.
see, it's gotta be hard for them.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, that's it. What's your book about? Let me go get my book. I can hear you.
Uh-uh. You know, I can't move too much.
Yeah, I know.
No laugh. You're not supposed to laugh.
Okay.
Oh, look at that butt. That book is
Mm-hmm.
called DD Freshman Year. That's
Mm-hmm.
somebody I may know. And you know that book is really good. And look, it's short. It's only 100 pages and like 5 chapters. But it's a great book about a young girl coming of age. DD.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
it just she goes on an adventure through her first year of high school. She's going to private school and living in the city, and she talks about her love of sports, but then she also gets into this whole boyfriend mix and what guys do and how they act, and it has a little bit of everything in it.
Okay. You get this on Amazon for $8.99. Eight
Yeah.
ninety nine.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh-oh. Okay.
What's that?
The Father, the Son, and the Comedian. The autobiography of Sean Soros, yours truly, deals with the ups and downs of this life. But it's funny. It's hilarious. I've met like about at least 8 people who's read this book. It's 244 pages. I've met like 10 people who said they read it in one day.
Wow.
They couldn't put it down, and they said that it made it more exciting because they knew me, and but a lot of stuff they didn't know. So, but this book is $18. You go Cash App and put in Big Sarv BIGSARV $ BIGSARV $18 in the memo. Put your address. It'll take about a week to get there, and so you will have that. Also, Lost in Love is a great book. Good for well, Valentine's Day has passed, but it's good. But
That's
truly, Valentine's Day, you will fall in love with somebody by reading this book. $15
you'll
on
be able to
Amazon.
you'll be able to cheat on your wife and come back and still be in love.
See, Robert, see. I never cheated on my wife. I never cheated on my wife.
I didn't say you personally. I just said whoever lost in love, whoever reads it knows how to go back to their wife.
Never mind. Thank you, Robin. And Robin forgot her power cord. If she looks up on the screen, Robin
Really?
forgot her power cord, so she had to do the show on her phone. But yeah, but it was great. You're still a beauty. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, you're so
Yeah, I be having light issues ever since. I might have to go invest in one of those $200 lamps. But this is what I'm working with. This is what this exactly.
Thank you, Kiva. Kiva said it was a great show. She's awesome.
Kiva, you are the bomb.com. Love you, girl.
She
And
is.
some of that weather up here from Orlando. Freezing up here.
Telling her business. What? We can't tell you nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I gotta tell me a secret. It's a secret. I lock it down. I lock it down. Everything is secret with you, except for Mr. Jones.
I mean, but you be telling like where we located, what's our social security number, where we having breakfast. You tell all of our business.
Girl, I didn't tell him that you was located in Brandywine. Golly.
You're so silly.
Love y'all. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube and follow us every Thursday at 7 o'clock. The Beauty and the Comedian. How many shows is this? This is 4 October, 4 November. We had 3 in December. We have 4 in 11. We're probably up to 25 shows, Robin.
Wow. You ran out of fingers and toes. There ain't 25.
Yeah. 25 shows. So we've been doing good. We've been doing excellent. So subscribe to us and everything. And and every Thursday we'll be here. Or you can go back in the middle of the week and look at us or whatever for free.
For the free on YouTube.
Absolutely for free. Or Sean Salvis.
Sean Salvis.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we thank y'all, man. Love each and every one of y'all. Stay safe. Stay safe from COVID. Stay off the streets in Texas and and the DMV because it's icy out there. So we love y'all. Thank you.
See y'all.